Watagwan, my youth. My name is Manga-san, and welcome to the channel where I post gameplays every day. Now, this time, I will be posting something right in front of you on the screen. You're probably going to see it right now. You're probably seeing me losing at the ping pong right now, so I'm not really good at that. I'm basically here to talk about anxieties. Now, in this subject, you can correct me if I'm wrong or anything. Anxieties is pretty much something that quells others to do things that they desire to do. And at the same time, it could also impel them to do what they don't want to do. So far, 25% of people in the United States have had this syndrome. So if you have friends or any family members with anxieties, stay cognizant about what I'm trying to say. It's not just, oh, just feel happy and you'll feel better. It's not like that. Anxiety is not just sadness. It's pretty much like falling and never reaching the ground. There are a couple of symptoms. It can be treated. Anxieties can be treated by getting a good diet, prescription drugs, exercising, relaxation, modifications, and psychotherapy. So if you have someone, such as a friend or a family member, with these symptoms, then you should know that they have anxieties. Then you should know that they have anxieties. But if you want to help them, but don't know what to do, here are some tips. So without further ado, let's talk. The minds of anxieties can also be normal or pathological. Therefore, it can be sometimes hard to detect a person who has anxieties. So is it okay to ask or not to ask? This is why people should talk about these things. Therefore, we can help each other out and find ways for that person to live a better life. Here's how you detect a person who has anxieties. Its physical sensation of anxieties can agitate with palpitation, short breath, sweating, dizziness, nausea, numbness, and tingling in its extremities and chest pains as well. But the most eminent emotion is fear, such as phobias. Chorophobia, for example, the fear of clowns. Say if you have a friend and you're walking down the street and blah, 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 all of a sudden you see a clown right there. And then your friend suddenly backs away or something like that, or finds an excuse to not go near to the clown. Due to their behaviors, you can easily detect whether they're overwhelmed by their panic attacks. That's how you know a person has anxieties. These sort of symptoms can be so severe and so astringent that it can make it difficult enough for a person to sit down. It may cause insomnia and prevent others from congregating in other people's groups, such as chatting with friends or joining in an intimate get-together. Eating right is a great way to fight anxieties. Eating grains and vegetables is a great way to fight off anxieties as well, such as eating 3 or 4 times a day with a portion of proteins and carbohydrates. It can prevent ingestions of product high sugar. The body needs energy. Too much low blood sugar can release hormones, which causes an increased high rates of your heart palpitations, therefore causes sweatiness, goosebumps, and insomnia, hence having anxieties. Therefore, convince your friend who has anxieties eating right is the best way to start off. Using the right drugs. Caffeine can increase the intensities of your anxieties. Tobacco also helps as well, but therefore it's not a good substitute. Therefore, if you have someone who has anxieties and uses that for a substitute, get them help immediately. Professional help can aid them to overcome their anxieties. Avoiding drinking is also a good benefit. Therefore, you can't have any alcohol in your system. A good exercise can invigorate and mollify your premonitions, which depletes anxieties. It helps the body's heart rate and palpitations. So when anxieties do occur, it could be easily tolerated. So go to a fitness gym or go to the park and spend time with your kids or friends or family members. You can call upon your friend and ask them to chill out and hang or playing sports, etc. These are the things that helps assuage people's trepidations. Relaxation is one of the most best techniques to overcome anxieties as well. You can first start off by deeply inhaling and exhaling. It helps alleviate the mind and body and can diminish anxieties. Relaxation videos, deep breathing exercises, muscle relaxations, medications, self-hypnosis, and biofeedbacks can also help. Alleviation can help overcome anxieties. However, most people are incapable of learning this technique without the guidance of a therapy. It's best to find a therapy before doing this technique. However, there are many therapists out there that's different from others. Searching for the right therapist is contingent upon our types of anxieties. For example, groups of individual behaviors, cognitives, interpersonal, and also psychodynamic psychotherapy. So you can go to the movies with your friends, or hang out at the park, or go shopping if you guys like shopping. You know, something that helps mollify the mind, thus diminishing anxieties. Medications. Now, before we get started in this one, I just want to let you know that these are things that I've read from books. So the books might be wrong, therefore I might be wrong. Before taking these advice, call your doctor and ask them about these drugs or medications, in case you call it that. Okay, there's a lot of lists here, and I'm not sure how to pronounce them. So I'm pretty much just gonna post them on screen. Therefore, you guys can look them up and ask your doctor about them. And if you guys have any comments about these drugs, and if I'm wrong, please let me know. That way I can learn as well. And if you're thinking of taking these drugs, please be open-minded and call your doctor first and talk to him about these drugs before taking these prescriptions. And if these drugs don't really help, it's best to call a pharmacist, because what they actually do nowadays, pharmacist companies are just amalgamating drugs for the contingent customers. However, I find that cognizant enough to get professional help and be medically prescribed by a professional PhD doctor. So the point of this video is to help others who are dealing with their loss, panic attacks, phobias, generalized anxiety disorders, PTSD, and obsessive compulsive disorder. So I'm not sure if I'm 100% right on what I said in this video. So if you're here to correct me, please let me know on the comments down below and tell me what I'm missing. Don't let anxiety take control of your life. However, instead, take advantage of it so you can learn from it. It's always going to be there in your mind. It's not like you can just go inside your brain and take it out. It's not that easy. It's extremely indelible. It's always going to be with you forever. Use your anxieties to help guide you to a better future. With it, you can now know what to avoid and what to perform. With it, you can use it to avoid repeating the same mistakes. So my point is, don't try to fight anxieties. Instead, learn from it. That way you can live in a better future, and not only live in a better future, but to become a better person. Diet, drugs, exercising, modification, psychotherapy, and medication can also help, but only if you learn from your past to continue on in the present. That way you can have a better future, a better life, a better you. Thank you guys for adhering this video, and thank you for watching this video. If you guys like it, blast that like button like a true manga-san warrior, and if you're new to my channel, subscribe. And without further ado, I'll see you all in the next video. Manga-san out. Peace. Wait for it. Now. Wait for it. Now. Okay, wait for it. Now. Excellent. And psychodynamic sound. Why can't I say this word? It's like a tongue twister. Talk about stuff. What do people talk about? Yeah, this is why I need friends, yo.